Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I'm in my rather small shed with my front bumper dangling from my Ford Focus ST. Today I'm actually going to be respraying it because on the last video it was a completely different colour blue and the clear coat had a bad reaction, which turns out that it had the reaction because it was out of date. Yeah, I left it too long. It was probably about a year old after I last opened it, so that would explain it. I've kind of got like an episode of Breaking Bad going on. I've got plastic sheeting absolutely everywhere. So all I'm going to be doing today is just Scotch pad the whole bumper all over and just go in with the paint. I've got to take off the fog lights first. But yeah, this is just my make do with a bungee cord. I'm actually never sprayed in here before, so I've not got any space at all. It's not the best, but it's skint motors for a reason, you know. I've not got the money to be taking the bumper to a professional, so we'll see how I get on. I might have to take it to a professional yet, but I'd rather not because my brain doesn't let me spend money on something if I can try and do it myself first. So we'll see. So this is my makeshift mixing table. So I got my base, my clear and hardener. I got all my paint strainers, degreaser and thinners. Got my mixing sticks. I got a few more of them, but yeah. So I'm just gonna set the GoPro up on the tripod, and we'll see how I get on. So I'm just using a lint-free cloth and some degreaser. Look if I could take the lid off, innit? I'm probably going to get a lot of hate in the comments for using Scotch pads and just everything about this, really. Yeah, it's going to be difficult doing it in my shed, but sometimes it's a needs must, you know. So that's done. I'll sit and let that dry for 5-10 minutes. While I'm waiting, I'll get some gloves on, start mixing up the base coat, set up my mask and all that sort of stuff. So you can't make this up. I had the gun hanging, and just as I was about to press record, I kicked the airline, the gun fell, and I actually snapped the pot off the top of the gun. It's actually a clean snap. Made a little bit of a mess on the floor, but I don't care about the floor. It's all got to come up anyway. It's all getting replaced. Yeah, so I'm just gonna fit the spare, clean the gun out again, and I've mixed up some more paint, and we go again. I have a good clean up of this absolute disaster. So yeah, the panel is literally ready to go over it with a tack rag and start spraying. So this is round 2 of spraying. I've just set up my new pot on the top of the gun. I'm just going to go over it with a tack cloth and just go at it. I'm actually going to have to duck and dive under the bumper to get to the other side It's going to be an absolute ball ache, but it is what it is. Let's go over it with a tack cloth for a mask up. The bumper is probably going to move, but this is covered by the grille and a number plate anyway, so just touching this while I'm spraying just to hold it in place, I don't think it's going to cause too much issues. So, fingers crossed. So when your friend gives you advice who is actually a sprayer, you should take it. The clear coat that I had on beforehand has had a bad chemical reaction with a solvent based base coat. So as you can see there, it almost looks like it's been hit with paint stripper. So we go again. So I'm going to have to sand it all back again, let this dry fully, it shouldn't take too long, sand it all back again, and then I'll go over it with a 2K primer, do 2 coats of primer, sand it back and go over it with base. Yeah, this is why you listen. And I've noticed I've also put a run in it there as well, it's quite a big one. I don't know. Maybe I should have left it to the professionals and just paid the couple of £100 that it cost. But you get nowhere without trial and error and practice, you know. But see all the chemical burns? It's dry already from that one coat. So yeah, we go again. So I finally managed to get a decent coat of base on it. I put 3 coats on, just like a really light mist coat, and then 2 heavier coats. Like I said, and I've always said, I'm not a professional at this by any means. I'm just doing it in my shed, so it's not ever going to be absolutely perfect as if I was doing it in a dust-free booth. There's a couple of little bits you can see on the paint, but it looks better than being bright orange. That's my alarm going off. But yeah, I'm gonna let this sit for another sort of 10-15 minutes, mix up some clear and go again. So I'm just gonna leave this for another 5 minutes before I mix up the clear. I've noticed it's probably in the least. I noticed I got one little run, but it's a bit of a good thing because that's getting covered by the fog light surround. I'm not happy here with these little imperfections, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. I know it's a bad attitude, but it is what it is. it's going to look a lot better than having a smashed up front bumper anyway. I do plan on wrapping the car. I just wanted it colour coded beforehand, so if I'm wrapping it, you're not going to see that. You might see it underneath the wrap though, but I'll see once I clear coat it how smooth it is. I just wanted it the same colour just in case, you know. So yeah, see what happens when I clear it. So it's now a few days later. I've managed to actually get the bumper painted and fitted, but I'm still having trouble with my GoPro. I just need to go over wet sand it all because there's a bit of orange peel. I started it and then it started raining. I managed to do this bit though, as you can see it's nice and shiny. But on the next video I'm going to have to give this car a good clean and start making it roadworthy. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a bit different, but I'm just trying to experiment. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, if you can like and subscribe, that'd be great. And see you on the next one.